Hi, I'm Tim Parry, Senior Content Manager with Multi-Channel Merchant. I'm with Ian MacDonald, Division Vice President of E-Commerce and Marketing at Party Supplies Delivered. And we're at IRCE 2013, and we're talking about some of the advances in e-commerce that are going on today. Ian, we're talking about Cyber Weekend 2012, and it was the biggest one yet. Have you guys started thinking about Cyber Weekend 2013 yet? And if so, how are you preparing for those customers?
We're thinking about it, but probably won't really do anything for it. We've discovered in the last few years that the Cyber Weekend has one of our largest conversion rates of any time, but we don't have more customers to the site. So people aren't coming to buy party supplies during Cyber Monday and Black Friday, but when they do come, they're ready to buy. So for some reason, it doesn't drive more people out there online, but those who are out there are really, really, really eager to purchase. So I think they've just been trained that now's the time for good deals, even though we might not offer any incentives, they're still ready to buy.
Now what about the marketplaces? I know you guys are pretty active selling in the online marketplaces as well. How are you guys using them, and which ones seem to work well for what you sell?
We're in all the marketplaces like Amazon, Buy.com, which is Rakuten now, Shop.com, Sears, and they all vary. I mean, Amazon's the biggest by far, and it's an important part of our strategy. I mean, we get a really good chunk of orders from those marketplaces, and they're really nice because you only pay when they sell. You pay a commission. It's not like AdWords or a comparison shopping engine where you pay by the click. So it's a really great return on investment, great value, and a ton of traffic. But on the other hand, some brands don't really want to get in bed with Amazon. You know, today we got the Internet Retailer Top 500 guide, and Amazon was number one. Like, they were like 10 or 20 billion dollars bigger than number two. So you can't ignore Amazon. You have to be there somehow. So does that mean you're in the marketplace? Does that mean you do fulfilled by Amazon, or does it mean you just do some ads on their site? You got to do something. I mean, they're Google. You have to be involved.
With Amazon, you mentioned some of the other things like fulfillment by Amazon, for instance. Are you guys doing any fulfillment with Amazon?
No, not now. I've done it in the past, and it works, but you really have to manage it closely. Yeah.
Social media. What are you guys doing with social media right now? And do you see it as a selling tool or as a kind of a way to interact with fans?
Well, it's kind of funny because when you first mentioned to me that you wanted to talk about social media, I initially thought we don't do anything with social media. We don't do anything on Facebook. We don't do anything on Twitter. We have our pages so that we have them, but we don't really do anything there. I totally forgot about Pinterest. We get a lot of sales from Pinterest. We get more sales from Pinterest than we do some of the marketplaces. And it's essentially hands-off for us. Customers are putting our products on Pinterest for us, talking about them, how they used it, and then their followers or their friends find it and want the same thing. So Pinterest is actually a pretty big driver of sales straight to our website. People see something on Pinterest they like, then they come through and buy it from us. So initially I thought that didn't count as social media, but it really does, and it's a good driver of sales.
Yeah. Are you finding that other social media work the same way as Pinterest, or is Pinterest just that different?
It's different.
Like you can do that it works without you having to do anything.
I've worked at other companies where we had a pretty strong Facebook fan presence, and it really didn't drive anyone to the site to purchase. But with our Pinterest page, we have far, far, far fewer fans or followers or pins than I've seen on Facebook, but much more conversions. It's got a high conversion rate. It's been nice.
The relationship between the front end and the back end of the business is, it seems over like the past 10 years or so, where it's been your marketing team's been way over here, your fulfillment team been way over there. It seems to be that they're working a lot more in synergy. How does it work with your company? Are you working hand in hand with the fulfillment side?
Fulfillment's really important for us. We do a lot of our own fulfillment. We promise customers that we ship the same day. We have a pretty late cutoff. You can order by 2, 3, 4 o'clock local time, and we'll ship it the same day. That means our warehouse needs to be aware that 3:45 they're getting ready to go at 4. But if there's orders, they got to do them, and they understand it. They understand that this is something we communicate to customers. This is our competitive advantage: very quick shipping, cheap shipping, free shipping. But you'll get it in 2 or 3 days, and the warehouse appreciates it, and they get everything done. So it's a good relationship.
You're not alone in the party supply space. There are a lot of people that sell party supplies, and there's even like the bigger merchants that have party supplies as part of what they do. What do you do to kind of like carve your own niche
Yeah.
to be different from differentiate yourself from the pack?
A big part is shipping, communicating it, and actually accomplishing that quick shipping, and product niches. I mean, that's really it. Finding tight subsets of products or categories that we can do well, and really do that.
The Marketplace Fairness Act is going to probably pass in some way, shape, or form
Yep.
soon. How do you feel about the Marketplace Fairness Act, and is this something that you're seeing as fair or unfair?
I mean, it's a bummer in some sense that prices will essentially increase by 6 or 8%, whatever your tax rate is across the board. But on the other hand, it's fair because everyone's going to be paying tax. In the current situation, it's unfair because only some customers are being charged taxes by some states, by some stores, but now everyone's going to pay tax all the time, and that levels the playing field.
Excellent. Well, Ian, thank you so much for spending time with us here at IRCE 2013, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the show.
Thanks, Tim.
All right.